Yeah, right on time. Hello there, good to see you again. Well, we'd better get on with it, because we never have long enough, do we? This is what's coming up in today's show. There's how to turn an old sweet box into jazzy sculptures. And get ready for a very romantic big art attack. Plus, I'll show you how you can design your own dream home. Yeah, all right, don't laugh. I'm underwater. Yeah, all right, just go with me on this. It would help if we had a bit of lighting and some sound effects. Oh, thank you. That's better. Oh, it's lovely down here. I can see for miles. Oh, look, there's a boat. See it peeping through the ceiling. Or should I say, surface of the water. And look, someone's fishing. You're not going to catch anything with that. Oh, don't know. There's loads of fish for him to catch. And the deeper you go, the weirder they get. Look at this ugly one. Good, isn't it? And simple to make. 4 easy parts. A 4-part attack. First, make the boat. So, take some cardboard box card and, starting at the edge, draw a sort of pointed arch shape. Cut this out and place it down onto a slightly larger piece of cardboard. Then, lining it up again with the side edge, draw a second pointy arch a couple of centimetres bigger than the first one. And again, cut this out. And do this 4 more times so that you have 6 pieces in all, each getting slightly bigger than the one before. Then take some glue and stick all these pieces together, making sure that you line up all the bottom edges. And line it up. To finish off the bottom of the boat, add a strip of cardboard that's the same length as your boat down the centre, and bend that into shape, and then stick it down. And you could even cut out a fin shape and tape that into position too. So that's the underneath of your boat. Then just paint it however you like. Now, I've done mine a sort of cartoony wood effect, streaking in different shades of grey-brown and adding some wood grain with a black marker pen. And here's a good tip. If you cut this middle strip so that the corrugations go across the strip, you get a much neater bend, and this will also come in handy later on for threading your fishing line through. So, OK, now let's go fishing. Now, to go fishing, you're going to need a hook and a worm. So take some thin card, like cereal box card, and draw a cartoony hook with a pointed bit at the end, and a kind of circle with a dot for a hole where the line's attached, and then draw a cartoon worm with an arched body so that he'll sit on the end of the hook and give him a kind of worried expression. Then cut your hook and worm out and paint them. I've done the hook silver and the worm pink. Then, using a sharp pencil, make a hole where the dot is in the hook. Just pierce the pencil through into some modelling clay. Then take a long length of cotton and tie it on for a line. On it goes, tie it round. And when you've tied it, hook on your poor old worm. And here he is. So next, he's going to need some fish to catch. Now, you can do whatever kind of fish you like. You could copy some from a book or look on the internet. Even make them up. Here's a few ideas. Take some more cardboard box card, and how about starting with a small, cute fish? And then a bigger, more vicious-looking fish. Or how about this puffer fish? And look at this really weird-looking one from the deep, dark depths. And when you're happy with your designs, cut them out. And when you've cut them out, paint them And they look brilliant, like this. Good, aren't they? And as you can see, I've painted them on both sides so they look good whichever way they turn. And here's the puffer fish and the anglerfish. And I've done them all in different colours. Now all that's left to do is make them swim round under the boat, so you need to thread them together. Use a sharp pencil to push a hole in the top and bottom of each of your fish. And don't forget to go through into some modelling clay for this. Then tie lengths of cotton joining the top hole of one fish to the bottom of the next until they're all in line. To attach the fish to the underside of the boat, poke the last piece of thread through the corrugations of the strip at the bottom of your boat and again tie it securely. And there it is, and you just need to sticky tack it to your ceiling. Now do me a favour, get someone to do this for you because it can be a bit tricky, it's high and everything. So there's the bottom of the boat, bobbing around on the surface of the water, well, your ceiling. And of course the fishing line, just waiting to catch something. And there's all the fish swimming around underneath, getting uglier and uglier the further you go into the deep, dark depths. Try it yourself, deep sea fishing.
And now it's story time. Once upon a time there was a very handsome and clever man who lived in an enchanted castle. But unfortunately, on this particular day he wasn't in. However, there was this other rather rough-looking chap from some art programme or whatever who liked to build big pictures. And on this particular day he was visiting the enchanted castle. He wandered around and he saw all the fantastic things. And he thought to himself, that's a good idea. Let's get to work. Now! And so our story comes to an end, and they all lived happily ever after.
Hey, if you became a rich and famous sports star, or pop star, or even a movie star, where would you live? A flash Hollywood mansion? A posh penthouse? Maybe even a magnificent castle in the Highlands? Well, wherever it would probably be the house of your dreams. Well, don't leave it until the last minute. You better start designing it now. Start with the outline shape of your dream home. Now, I'm doing a big mansion and I've divided it into rooms. Now, to convert it into my dream home. To give the room some depth, draw another square or rectangle, depending on the shape of your room, inside your room along this top line, and then connect those bottom corners like that, and there's your room shape. You've got the walls and the floor. Do it again there to show you. On it goes, square or rectangle, depending on what shape your room is, and then join them up. And again, you have a room. So, okay, let's get designing. I'm going to do a big swooping staircase and gallery landing. And 2 big fancy windows with huge drapes. In the bedroom, again put the back wall to get the room shape. And how about a 4-poster bed? And some furniture. Downstairs, if you make the back wall smaller and join it up, the room looks bigger. So I'm going to put a swimming pool in. Just follow the lines of the walls to get the perspective right. The back end here is a conservatory. 2 lightly drawn lines for water and wiggles for the reflection on the water. And 2 lightly drawn lines in each of those panes of glass in the conservatory. It's looking good. And you can even draw your rooms on a different piece of paper that you've cut to size, and then you can experiment with different designs and just stick them on. How about this, my own art gallery? Or how about a music recording studio downstairs? I'd love that, great. And if you don't like them, just remove them and stick another one in. Look at that, a bowling alley. You wouldn't want to be my neighbour, would you? So, when you're happy with the rough design of your dream home, neaten it up. Now, you can even use pen for this and rub out any messy lines. Then, decide on colour schemes and decorations. Here is mine. Look at this. And I've even added a games room in the attic. Look at that. Hours of fun. And not only can you change your rooms when you like, you can even add extensions. Look at this. My garage has got 2 doors. And inside, 2 Ferraris. Well, it is my dream home. So try it yourself. Design a home of your dreams. If only. I've been busy again this week, loading some of your art attacks into my art attack gallery. And you know what? As usual, it's all brilliant. Take a look at this lot. Now I think Imogen may be a bit of a gardener on the quiet, because she's screwed up balls of paper and bits and bobs, and she's created a secret garden all of her own. And this is a great idea for an art attack by Luke. Just paint a leaf and get creative. You can either go mad and do loads of them, or do a single print. Superb. And look at this masterpiece by Mai. She's made a papier-mâché model of a face and used different shaped pieces of card to create the abstract features. Yeah, that's one cool papier-mâché face from Mai. Do you know what? I love making models from paper and glue. Hey, have you ever done an art attack where you know that you're going to get gluey? So you do the right thing and you put down some newspaper to protect the table, only to find that after your gluey artwork has dried, this happens. Yep, you go to pick it up and half the newspaper comes with it. It's completely stuck. Very annoying, and it's ruined your artwork. Well, here's a little trick that I can show you. Instead of putting down newspaper, do your gluey artwork on a plastic bag. Now, if your artwork is bigger, then just simply cut along a couple of the bag's edges and open it out. And it's much bigger. Now you've got the perfect gluing surface, because not only does it stop your furniture getting messy, the plastic also peels neatly off your dried artwork. And there it is, perfect. Good, eh? The perfect surface for gluey artwork. So, OK, where were we?
Oh, yes. Now, if cats were really this big, they'd be terrifying. But as it happens, Marina's cat looks really friendly with all those rainbow colours. Beautiful stuff. And look at this vibrant pastel picture of fireworks over a silhouette skyline. It has a real touch of Van Gogh style here. Great picture, Samuel. And how about this? Molly's limited air colours to black and white in this abstract art attack of a sun. An unusual choice, but it makes a real impact.
Brilliant. Hey, what a really unusual abstract design from Molly. You know, I like looking for unusual objects to make abstract sculptures out of, and I think I've found a good one. This sweet box. I think this has got a really good jazzy shape, perfect for making a jazzy dude.
Using a wax crayon or oil pastel, turn your sweet box into a jazzy dude's body by drawing on a suit jacket. Now this one's double-breasted with a nice wide lapel and 2 lines of buttons. And you can add on a shirt with a collar and a smart-looking tie. And when you're happy with your design, paint it. Paint the jacket and the tie black. And when you've done it and it's dry, you'll be able to see the wax design through the paint. Then give them a white shirt and pick out the jacket's details in white. Now correction pen works really well for this, but you could use white paint. Go around those lapels and go around the buttons as well in the same way, and then you can add on some white pinstripes. For arms, cut out long thin triangles from black card and again add on some white pinstripes. Then bend each one in the middle for an elbow, and then again near the pointy end for a hand. And add on a little bit of glue to the fat end, and then stick it to the shoulder of your jacket. On it goes, press it into place, and if you do the same on both sides, you would create 2 abstract-looking arms. For a hat, cut a diamond shape out of thin black card and glue it to the top of the box for the hat's brim. On goes the glue, on goes the card, and there you have the brim of a hat. For the main part of the hat, cut 2 triangles from black card and add a white stripe to one edge of each. Then, on just one of the triangles from the edge with the white stripe, cut a slot just off-centre. You don't have to be too precise about this, so that you can now slot the 2 triangles together. And if you run a bit of glue along those edges, you can stick it to the brim to complete the hat. Finally, the feet are just 2 card triangles, this time with white gangster-style shoes painted on. And just glue those to the underneath of the box.
And there he is, a real jazzy dude. Cool, eh? And you don't have to make them black and white. Look at these dudes. He's an all-American dude with a rounded hat that have even cut the top of the box at a jaunty angle. And this one's a summer dude. And this one's a posh dude. And I will see you next time. Ta-da!
Hi TVO kids, my name is Faiza. I celebrate Valentine's Day by handing cards to my friends, and happy Valentine's Day.
Hey, TVO kids, I'm Dr. Hart, and it's Love Week, and I'm ready to take a love quiz with Angelina, who's on the phone. Hi, Angelina.